So, hello YouTube. Well, what I'm going to do today is show you the shop inside and out properly this time, okay? So here we go. So this is the gateway to the front garden. I can do a bit of video shooting today because although we've got some blue sky now, it's a lot cooler, a lot more bearable because we've had some rain, so it's cooled the place down a bit, so all a bit more comfortable. My cough and cold's not going away as much as I'd hoped, but hey ho. So first of all, we get our bakery people turn up once a week, and they're sort of bread rolls and cakes, those sort of things. We buy them off them and we sell them on. So when people come to the shop, they basically come through the gate there, they shout apple for whatever reason, I think it's some kind of just saying shop, and out we come. So they then walk up onto here and they come to the shop. So they come here, we're obviously sat on the other side or stood on the other side, and we open that up, which I'll go around now and show you. Give me a second. So we come to the shop and in we go. Let's turn our light on so we can see what we're doing. No. There we are. Yes, we have a bit of light in here. So we come in, you can see first of all, fridge freezer. We sell a lot. I'll do this quick because I don't want to mess the freezer up. So we fill these bags up with water, freeze them, and we sell them. We just sell the ice. I'm not sure how much that is charging for nowadays. I'd have to find out that. It's a few pesos. We buy lumps of meat when somebody slaughters a pig or whatever. We buy a fair share of it, and then of course we freeze that, and that can be sold normally a quarter of a kilo at a time. Fridge is always nicely stocked up. This is what I went to town today. When I went to town today, that's just my personal stock, just a couple of those. Tiger Black Strong, 6.9% volume, really, really nice. You don't want many of those, you start to feel the effect of it. So we've got in here normal things like Gatorade or whatever it's called, and then different orange drinks. Cobra's a type of energy drink. In the bottom there is the Red Horse. That's the beer we sell. We don't sell a lot of that, so I tend to be buying that off the shop myself. Somebody's got to drink it, haven't they? So it might as well be me. So then we come in basically. So here we are. So the people stood on the outside can see through. Get to there, they can see through, and they can see everything that's behind us. So we then simply open that up, ask them what they want, we latch that up and serve them, take the money off them, put it into our till, and there you go. So at the front here, it's crisps and sweets on the whole, and cakes and whatever. So all the good stuff for the children and that. So people do that here, the way Sally's told me, is you make the front nice and colourful for the children. We don't make a lot of profit on the sweets. We don't make a lot of profit on anything really, but really not much on the sweets at all. We're talking a couple of pennies. You know, we make nothing on them. So yeah, all the different types of sweets here, and we literally sell like I think it's what does Sally sell them for? I think it's 4 for 5 pesos. I think it is something like that. I'm trying to get back into the swing of it again. So yeah, so that's all those sort of things. So then we got what we sell a lot of, other different types of coffee. So these are these 3-in-1 type coffees that are very popular here in the Philippines. So we've got a few different ones of those, different sauces for different types of meals. Sinigang, I do like sinigang. And then you got your spreads, and tomato sauces, a Ajinomoto. I'm not quite sure what that is. It's not sold as it looks like. So then we've got some, what's this here? It's a paminta. I'm not quite sure what these things are, but they're all to do with cooking. Yeah, and then of course we've got other things on here. More of the different types of coffee, as you can see. This is normal coffee, this is normal instant coffee. You can see 24 pesos. So that would be, what would that be? 24 pesos, about 30 pence for that, I suppose. Works out at about? No, it's rubbish. 20. Yes, it is. It's about 30 pence, something like that. So that's like a milk drink, what the children have. It gives them lots of energy. A fortified drink. This is like coffee whitener, so Angel coffee creamer. There's a different type there. All different types of those we've got. Yeah, sorry, me, the cough's not going away, is it? Then you come down here and you've got like the soy sauce. Banana ketchup is a strange one, so it doesn't seem to be tomato ketchup so much over here. It's banana ketchup, which I suppose makes sense because there's more bananas than there are tomatoes here. Then more soy sauce, vinegar, cooking oil there, more vinegar, condensed milk, and so on. And these you've got your these are tiny tins. I don't know if you can get the idea out of my hand. That's how tiny they are. So if they want a bit of meat that goes with the rice or pasta or noodles, whatever, they will make that last. And then you've got your tuna. The tins here, basically that's meatloaf. Look at the size of my hand. I've got a normal size hand. That's the size of the tin, so you can get an idea of it. Things are sold in much smaller portions here because life's expensive, I suppose. Well, not suppose, I know it is. And then you've got your sardines over there. Yeah, and then we go down here and this sort of your laundry stuff. So these we sell. This is laundry soap because a lot of it's like Sally, it's all washed by hand, and we sell that, a quarter of that at a time, or half of it, or the whole thing, depending. Different types. There's one by Surf, which you're probably more known, well, better known. Yeah, you'd be more familiar with. So different ones of those. Your bars of soap. Always good to be selling packs of lighters, just in case I run out myself. And because there's a lot of power cuts here in the Philippines, of which I'll go into another time, but we sell candles. Little tiny candles, but they're good enough. So there you go. And then when we go to town, we also buy our eggs in. So we sell eggs. And I shouldn't be putting those on here, so I'll cover the makeup and cigarettes. So we'll sell our cigarettes, not necessarily a packet at a time, sort of 1, 2 sticks at a time, they call it, how many sticks they want. So yeah, that's that part of the shop. As you can see, things are hung up here. You have to have this here in the Philippines. It's called a mayor's permit. And as you can see, we're from Quezon in Nueva Vizcaya. That's the area. So yeah, that's that. It's called Stephen Sally's Sari store. And then you've got more of your washing stuff here, your fabric conditioners, and then you come on to your shampoo. So everything, as you say, is not sold here in the villages, especially not sold in the bottles, sold in little sachets. Cheaper way of doing it. So nobody has to come and buy a washing great big bottle of it. We sell these sachets for a few pesos at a time. Again, I'm not quite sure what these cost at the moment. I've got to get back into the swing of things. You've got one here, Dove Straight and Silky shampoo, 7 pesos. So that's written on there. And then you've got your Rexona for men. So again, little sachets rather than the tubes or the bottles. There's the one for the ladies. Yeah, all sorts of things. So yeah, we sell, even what's called your shoe glue. So soles of shoes, of course, have got a habit of falling off, and I know what would happen in Europe or America, whatever, the shoes would probably be thrown away, wouldn't they? But not sure. No, they get repaired, which makes so much more sense. A few pesos for one of those. Even toothbrushes we sell. So as you can see, we sell about everything. Now I won't, again, this, I'll put my hand over the make, but this is gin. This is our biggest seller. This is any shop's biggest seller here. And they call that a 2x2. It's the measurement, I should imagine. They come in different sizes. And these at the moment, I'm not quite sure what, yeah, these are 75 pesos. So that is about the equivalent of about £1.10, £1.15, I suppose, for a bottle of gin, which sounds very cheap. Of course, that's a lot of money over here. Yeah. So here's my wife coming in. She's just putting some more water in the fridge. And this is, say hello, Sally.
Hello.
Of course, she smiles normally a lot more than that. So there you go. Yeah, so that's it. Oh yeah, down here, crisps and things, more of them. Some garlic and onions down there. Yeah, so basically that's more or less it for today. Just wanted to show you around the shop. Next time I'll show you more around the garden and places like that, and around the house, and maybe a trip to town next time. Okay then, so that's it for now. We're leaving the shop and we'll be speaking again soon. Bye for now.